It's been gorgeous today,
Yeah,
especially for those of us waiting for the heat. It's actually our first 90-degree day at Midway.
Wow.
There's many locations that hit 90 degrees today. There's a touch of humidity in the air. I'm sure you noticed it this morning. And then we're still feeling that this afternoon. But that's giving us a little more heat, a little more instability to work with for when those storms get here later on this evening. So unfortunately, we are talking about the threat of strong to severe storms arriving in the area as early as about 8 p.m. So the radar right now, notice further to our west in Iowa and Missouri. We have a line of storms. You can see all of those polygons right along that line. Those are all severe thunderstorm warnings, if not tornado warnings. And this is the activity that's going to continue to march its way to the east and then eventually move into the Chicagoland area. Now, just recently, about 45 minutes ago or so, there was a tornado warning that was, or tornado watch, excuse me, that was expanded to include downstate Wisconsin, but it has not yet been issued for our area. So, of course, we're watching that closely and monitoring any updates that we're getting from the Storm Prediction Center. So far, they are not talking about issuing a tornado watch in our area, but again, I really wouldn't be surprised if we end up seeing that come out sometime this evening in the next couple of hours. Coming from the Storm Prediction Center, all of us highlighted in an enhanced risk. That's a level 3 of 5, which means numerous severe thunderstorms are going to be possible. And unfortunately, all hazards are on deck for this evening. Our time frame that we're most concerned about is going to be from about 8 p.m. through midnight, maybe as late as 1 a.m. for those of you in Northwest Indiana. But I think by that point, hopefully this activity is continuing to weaken. But here's a look at the wind risk. So our primary concern, above all else, this evening is going to be for damaging wind gusts. We have a 30% risk of seeing damaging wind gusts really at any point that you see highlighted here in this red shading area. And then, of course, it's going to increase the further west that you go. So that line of storms that I showed you over in Iowa and Missouri, that's going to continue to very slowly weaken the further east that it goes. But nonetheless, by the time it reaches our west suburbs, I still think it's going to be very strong, if not still severe. So your tornado risk that we're dealing with too, the south suburbs, Northwest Indiana, highlighted in this green shading here, that's a 2% risk, jumps to a 5% from Chicago up into Lake County and then back through Will and Grundy County. And then the far west suburbs, so LaSalle County, for those of you into DeKalb County, western Kane County, northwestern Kendall County, and also into McHenry, that's where we have a 10% tornado risk throughout this evening. So again, time frame 8 p.m. to midnight. Make sure you have ways of getting those severe weather alerts. That, of course, is a dangerous time of day for this activity to be moving through, because a lot of us are going to be going to bed. So again, make sure you have ways to get those alerts and something that can wake you up. So Futurecast taking us throughout this evening. By 8 p.m. or so, we're starting to see that line of storms approaching the region, and that will make its way eastward. By 10, 11 p.m., that's moving through the Chicago area and then over into Northwest Indiana. And then finally, after midnight, the cold front, that's going to sweep through. Once that happens, our severe weather threat is going to drop off. Then it's all about cooler air building in. Less humid air is also going to be here for your day tomorrow. Very comfortable, mid-70s expected during the day. This model's trying to bring in a couple stray showers for us on Wednesday. I'm really not convinced that's going to be the story. I think a lot of us are going to be enjoying some sunshine tomorrow with just partly cloudy conditions during the afternoon. And then by Thursday, the low pressure system, the frontal boundary is moving out of here. We have high pressure building in, so lots of sunshine expected on Thursday as well. So once we get through this evening, things are going to be calm for tomorrow. Same thing on Thursday. And then our next storm threat, that's going to be here on Friday. So your temperatures out there right now, it is steamy. We are in the upper 80s to low 90s. It's still 90 degrees at Midway. Same thing in Joliet, 91 in Morris. Same thing in LaSalle. We're at 87 in Kankakee, 88 in Valparaiso, but down to 74 in Waukegan. We have that flow coming right in off of Lake Michigan. Of course, keeping Waukegan a little bit cooler right now. It's 89 degrees at O'Hare. Tonight, dropping down to 60 degrees. Storm threat, that's going to drop off after about midnight. But remember, as early as 8 p.m., we could have severe storms rolling into the far west suburbs, and all hazards are possible tonight. 7-day forecast. Tomorrow, partly cloudy, 76, 80 degrees, sunshine on Thursday. Friday, we have a chance for showers and storms, and then temperatures take a little bit of a dip here as we're going into Memorial Day weekend. Keep it here. We have more local news coming up.